Most of us agree the problem with politics is money. There's just too much of it in the political and electoral process to result in true representative government. Now, I'm not foolish enough to believe it's possible to win an election without spending any money, but I believe it can be done without spending millions. To pull that off, we have to put our mouths where our money would be. Good ideas sell themselves when others are willing to share them. Automobile manufacturers spend millions every year on advertising, not to convince you to buy a car. They spend the money to convince you to buy their car. You already know the product is a good idea. What they're selling you is a package. And the same is true in politics. I'll present good, common sense ideas that require fewer laws, not more. I'd like you to share them with your friends. My goal is to change politics, to return the process to the people. An ordinary man winning an election is where it starts. There's so much money in the electoral process today, we the people don't really get to choose our candidates. You can choose to run in a party primary. I haven't. But unless you're the candidate chosen by the party elite, you're not likely to win. Instead, your candidates are chosen for you. One Republican, influenced by big money. One Democrat, influenced by big money. You're told to pick one. We're given the illusion of control when in fact we have little. But how could we expect it to be any different? With so much invested in our candidates and the next election always just around the corner, how can we expect their votes to be anything other than what the money asks for? But I have an idea, and good ideas sell themselves. If you were to give me $10 or $20, what would you expect me to give you in return? What more would I owe you than my best effort to defend your freedom? Everyone's freedom. Would $20 compel me to cast a vote against conscience or Constitution? My message is neither liberal nor conservative. My message is American. I'm not a moderate and I'm not seeking consensus. I won't protect the wealthy or the poor. I'll protect the Constitution and defend the American dream. The American dream isn't a house, 2 cars in the driveway, and a job to pay for it all. It's the freedom to pursue those things, and more, if you want to. If you agree it's time to return government to the people who pay for government instead of the ones who pay for politicians, send me $20 and tell 2 friends. Tell them there's this guy. He's a high school dropout. He drives a truck for a living. And he has some ideas to restore government to what it's meant to be. He wants to change the way politics is done. Ask your friends to go to scottrupert.com. Challenge them to consider what I had to say with an open mind. Challenge them to lay aside their fear of an independent candidate and what that can mean to their party. Challenge them to consider the impact a truly independent candidate can have on both parties. The Constitution doesn't make outlaws of liberals or conservatives. The Constitution protects each from the other. It ensures domestic tranquility by placing a barrier between them. For decades, American governance has moved from left to right and back again with each electoral cycle. Every vote cast out of fear and anger from the one before it. Each time, our Constitution is weakened. Isn't it about time we do something different?